Hey, what's your name, bro?
Marlon Jackson.
Marlon Jackson. Oh, just like the Jackson from the Jackson 5.
That's like Marlon Jackson. I was here first.
Oh, okay. You were here
I was named after him.
And you said you're 62 years young,
and I never had a job. I just go live where there's an economy.
Wow.
As consumers, that's what you need if you have a product or service, somebody who can buy it.
So you weren't looking for a check or a job.
Yeah.
You was looking for a consumer.
I'm looking for some money.
All right. So, and you learned at an early age that you don't need a job to get money.
Well, I saw my dad, who was a strong Leo man, worked at the steel mill. And what happened was they laid everybody off when the Vietnam War went over, and all these men became punks and weak, and the women were taking care of them. And I said to myself, man, I'm not going to give nobody a chance to fire me.
Wow.
Wow. And I'm not going to do it because it broke my heart to see my dad, become this, because all he knew was steel. He didn't know anything. They didn't train him to do anything else. And he died early at 55. I mean, it really, that's when the wino got started, because all these guys who got laid off would just sit around drinking wine and playing checkers, and you know what I'm saying?
Right. Wow.
And just giving up on life because they didn't know what else to do.
Wow. So for you, being an entrepreneur wasn't just about money; it was about preserving your manhood.
Yeah, man. I'm not a good man. I can't work for nobody.
I love it.
I can't have a boss.
All right, man. I love it.
My kids got something to do. I want to go see it. I don't need to go to nobody to ask for permission.
Right on. So did you feel like the majority of the men have that mindset? Do you think it's the opposite, that the majority?
Well, I think we mess our little man up because we tell them to get a job, we tell them they need to work, and those are slave terms. We need to tell our young kids, you need to make some money. So their minds will open up and they can start innovating, because it's hard to get a job when 10 million people are applying for the same job. And we do this to our kids, man, and these kids almost like, I'd rather go smoke some weed.
Wow.
Than try to compete with a bunch of everybody with applications standing in line for 2 or 3 days, you know what I mean? And they could have been using that same time to go out here and wash windows or clean cars. I know a guy at the car wash up here makes $400 a day. He just sits out there. People come consumers who don't want to clean their own car.
Wow.
And he makes about $20 a car, and he's making $400 a day. He don't have no overhead. But you just got to make money so that we can free our mind.
Wow.
Because work and job are slave words. That's what slaves do.
Wow, man, you preaching. It's funny. Did you catch the speech I gave?
No, I didn't.
That's what's funny. You didn't hear the speech. I was talking about this, but you didn't hear preaching.
I know Ron. I'm his personal assistant. So
okay.
Ron's from Oakland. I'm from Philly. I'm Malcolm X. He's Black Panther.
Wow.
So we get it,
man.
We just try to get everybody else to get it.
Well, you preaching to me, man, and I learned a lot of my manhood from the big brothers like yourself that teach me what manhood really looks like. We don't.
If you don't mind,
please.
I do taxes, and the people who work for all these years, man, by the time they get retired, they're so beat up from working all them years, and they ain't making as much money, and they're like the slave that you said, you're free now. And then you tell the retired person, you're free now, you ain't gotta work no more. Man, they gotta figure out what to do with 10 hours a day.
Wow. And
that ain't easy.
And no skill in terms of how to make their own money.
How to do something else.
Wow,
so
man.
Then they end up working at Walmart.
All right, I'm gonna let you get that call, man. Thank you, brother.